Good evening, everyone. As we grow up, we often think it's just about birthdays and milestones, a tally of years and experiences, but real growth is so much deeper than that. The more you grow up, the more you realize that it's not just about age, it's about character. It's about standing tall in a world that might try to push you down. It's about owning up to who you are, understanding what you're here for, and pursuing it with every fiber of your being. Growing up is more than adding candles to a birthday cake or crossing off years on the calendar. True growth is about the courage to take responsibility for yourself, your actions, and the direction of your life. As children, we have a tendency to look around for someone to point a finger at whenever things go wrong. We may say, "It wasn't my fault," or "I didn't know better," but as we mature, we learn that growth requires looking within rather than outward. Growing up means that at some point, excuses lose their comfort and value. It's realizing that nobody can steer your life for you, and it's up to you to be both the captain and the crew. When we embrace responsibility, we're not just saying that we accept the outcomes of our choices, we're also acknowledging that we have the power to shape them. With each decision, big or small, we're not only choosing our actions, we're choosing our consequences. Each step forward, each goal achieved, and even each mistake are all parts of our journey, and they're ours to own. This level of accountability isn't always easy. There are moments when it would be far simpler to pass the blame or find a reason outside ourselves for why things didn't go as planned, but true maturity is found in the decision to face those moments honestly. It's understanding that growth comes from claiming every part of your life, not just the parts that feel good. As you step into this level of responsibility, you'll also find that you're taking charge of your future in a way that feels empowering. The choices you make today will have an impact, not just tomorrow, but in years to come. It's about shifting from thinking of life as something that happens to you and starting to see life as something you can shape. Each goal, each ambition is within reach if you're willing to put in the work and take accountability for what it takes to achieve them. Moving beyond excuses and embracing maturity also means becoming reliable not just to others, but to yourself. When you commit to something, whether it's a personal goal or a promise to someone else, taking responsibility means following through, regardless of how easy it would be to back out. It means recognizing that you owe it to yourself to see things through to the end. Growing up, then, is not simply about reaching a new stage in life. It's about actively choosing to live with integrity. Each responsible decision you make, each time you face a challenge head-on, you're not only taking charge of your life, you're building the character, strength, and wisdom that will guide you forward. Embracing responsibility and maturity is more than an expectation, it's a privilege, an invitation to shape a future you can be proud of. As we navigate life and its countless opportunities, there's a subtle pressure to fit into a mold, to become someone the world will applaud, to seek validation from others rather than from within. In the pursuit of success or acceptance, it's easy to lose touch with who we genuinely are. But authenticity, remaining true to ourselves, is one of the most powerful foundations of a meaningful life. It's a compass that keeps us grounded, a reminder of our core values, and a source of strength that can't be shaken by the opinions or expectations of others. When we grow up, we often encounter situations that challenge our sense of self. We may feel tempted to alter our personalities or beliefs to fit in, whether it's in school, at work, or within social circles. There's a natural desire to be liked, to be admired, to belong. But the more we chase these things outside of ourselves, the more we risk losing the unique qualities that make us who we are. True success and fulfillment come from embracing our individuality and living in alignment with our values, not from reshaping ourselves to match someone else's expectations. Remaining authentic doesn't mean refusing to adapt or grow. Instead, it's about evolving in ways that still honor our true selves. Growth and change are part of life, but they're most meaningful when they stem from our own beliefs and desires, not from external pressure. When you stay true to who you are, you create an unshakable foundation that allows you to thrive even in challenging times. People can see when someone is genuinely authentic. There's an undeniable presence, a quiet confidence that comes from simply being yourself. Authenticity also means understanding that it's okay to be different. In a world that often values conformity, being authentic can sometimes feel isolating, but it's essential to remember that standing out can be a gift, not a flaw. The most impactful people in the world have been those who stayed true to themselves, even when it was difficult. They didn't compromise their values or principles for fleeting acceptance, and in doing so, they created lasting influence. When you choose to live authentically, you attract people and opportunities that align with your values and vision. You build connections based on honesty and respect rather than superficial acceptance. The friendships, partnerships, and successes you create will be based on mutual appreciation, on knowing that people are drawn to you for who you really are, not for a mask you've worn to fit in. Authenticity is a lifelong commitment to yourself. It's a promise to honor your beliefs, to embrace your quirks, and to trust that your true self is enough. When you look back on your life, it's not the moments of blending in that will stand out, it's the moments you chose to stand tall as yourself. In staying true to who you are, you'll create a life that feels deeply satisfying and real, a life where you never have to pretend. And in the end, that's the most fulfilling path you can take. Life has a way of testing us, sometimes when we least expect it, and often in ways that feel overwhelming. But it's in these moments of challenge, of struggle and setback that real growth occurs. Growing up is not simply about adding years or accumulating experiences. It's about how we confront adversity, how we handle the unexpected, and most importantly, how we rise each time we fall. Every setback has a lesson within it, a teaching that shapes our character, our strength, and our understanding of who we are. Embracing these lessons is what ultimately defines maturity. Challenges have a unique way of revealing our strengths and vulnerabilities. When we face hardship, we often discover qualities within ourselves that we didn't know we had: resilience, patience, perseverance. But we also encounter our limits, moments when we may feel like giving up or that we're not strong enough to keep going. Learning through challenges means understanding that these moments of doubt and difficulty are not there to break us, but to build us up. Each setback is a stepping stone, a chance to become more capable, more prepared for the road ahead. Facing challenges also teaches us humility. There will be times when we fail, despite our best efforts, and those moments remind us that we're not invincible. However, failure is not an end, it's a part of the journey. Every stumble is a reminder that perfection isn't the goal, progress is. When we learn to see failure as feedback, we start to understand that mistakes don't define us, our response to them does. Taking responsibility, analyzing what went wrong, and choosing to try again, that is where the real growth happens. The path to success is rarely a straight line. It's a winding road filled with obstacles and unexpected turns. But every challenge you overcome becomes a part of your foundation, a source of strength you can draw from in the future. Remembering past hardships and how you conquered them gives you courage to face new ones. Each time you choose to get up after falling, you're strengthening your resolve and building the confidence that you can handle whatever comes your way. Learning through challenges also cultivates empathy. When you faced adversity, you understand what it feels like to struggle, to feel defeated, and to push through. This empathy allows you to connect with others who are facing their own struggles, to offer support and encouragement that's rooted in shared experience. Growth isn't just about personal gain, it's also about being able to lift others up when they need it. As we grow, we begin to understand that life is not about living up to others' expectations or seeking their approval, it's about finding and fulfilling our own purpose. Early in life, many of us get swept up in the desire to be liked, to be admired, to receive the validation that can feel like confirmation of our worth. But maturity brings with it a profound shift, the realization that true fulfillment comes from within, from pursuing a path that aligns with who we truly are, not with who others think we should be. Living for approval can be exhausting because it means constantly adjusting ourselves to meet other people's standards and preferences. This chase for validation often leads us away from our true passions, our unique strengths, and our deeper sense of purpose. We end up molding ourselves to fit into spaces that weren't made for us, or aiming for goals that don't bring genuine satisfaction. The applause may be there temporarily, but without a connection to our true purpose, it feels hollow, lacking the depth and meaning that only an authentic life can provide. Pursuing purpose, on the other hand, is about aligning with the things that ignite a sense of meaning in our lives. Purpose doesn't seek the spotlight, it seeks to make an impact, to create something lasting, to contribute in a way that feels deeply personal. When we follow our purpose, we're less concerned about how others view us and more focused on how our actions resonate with our values and passions. This journey may not always be glamorous, and it often doesn't come with immediate rewards or applause, but it brings a quiet, unshakable satisfaction, a sense of peace that only comes from knowing you're on the right path. Embracing a purpose-driven life also means embracing the uniqueness of our own journey. No two paths look the same, and that's what makes life so beautifully diverse. Some people might achieve their dreams early, while others may take years of trial and error to discover their purpose. But maturity teaches us that there is no right timeline, no perfect path. By letting go of the need for external validation, we allow ourselves to truly explore what matters to us, to try new things, to fail, and to grow without the weight of other people's judgments. As we pursue purpose over approval, we build a life that feels authentically ours. Each step we take in alignment with our values and passions strengthens our confidence and resilience because we know we're living for something real, something meaningful. We become more content with who we are because we're no longer bending to please others or to fit into their molds. Our actions come from a place of integrity, driven by a vision that's uniquely ours. In the end, purpose is a compass that guides us through life's challenges and triumphs, reminding us of what truly matters. While applause may fade, purpose endures. When we choose purpose over approval, we are choosing a life that reflects our true selves, a life of depth, of passion, and of lasting impact. This journey may not always be easy, but it's the most rewarding path we can take, leading us not just to success, but to a sense of fulfillment that is truly our own. In the journey of growing up, we come to realize that life is more than just moving through years. It's about evolving in ways that deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world. True maturity isn't marked by age, but by the way we handle responsibility, stay authentic, learn from challenges, and pursue our purpose with conviction. Embracing responsibility means owning our choices, learning from each experience, and building a foundation of resilience. Staying authentic in a world full of expectations requires courage, but it's the only way to truly connect with ourselves and others. Rising from every setback teaches us that growth often hides within our struggles, making us stronger, wiser, and kinder. And when we choose purpose over approval, we discover that fulfillment isn't found in applause, but in a life lived in alignment with our values and passions. So as we continue on our paths, let's remember these pillars: responsibility, authenticity, resilience, and purpose. Together, they form a compass that guides us not only toward success, but toward a life rich with meaning, impact, and integrity. Embrace your unique journey, for it's in walking your own path that you become who you're truly meant to be. So as you grow, remember this: responsibility, authenticity, resilience, and purpose. These are the cornerstones of maturity. Let them guide you. Because the more you grow up, the more you become who you're meant to be. Thank you.